going.
Part 2 of the second inspection, day 44. We're gonna think about removing this. I don't know though.
It might be easier to get at it from the other side.
I see some grubbies in there. I don't think that's anything that needs to be removed.
But it's also gonna, you know, in the very least, it's interfering with the organization of the hive.
So we're removing this entire thing?
Yeah, mostly kind of off the bottom there.
Dude, if I have to remove it, I'm gonna remove it like tomorrow, because that's one of the results of my hive inspection. But I'm gonna share these results with Maurice before I go around blatantly removing stuff. I don't really know what I'm doing. So I can easily come back here and remove it. It just doesn't. Do you see a swarm cell there? Because I don't see a swarm cell.
What I see is right down here there's like a really long cocoon looking section. But you know, maybe it's empty, and I mean it's probably not filled yet, but it seems like
that's duly noted. It's the 5th frame.
Okay.
That's the 5th frame. Now, these bees are starting to get upset. I can tell. But here's the 6th frame. Let's take a look at it. Look at the honey dripping.
That looks nice.
This is going to give me an opportunity to taste some of that honey, because a drop fell on the top of the last frame. But it is all looking good. You can tell they're capping a lot of stuff there, either honey. They're probably capping honey there. Yeah, look at that. Look down in there, in between the 2 frames. While we're on the subject of whether I should have removed that last comb from the bottom of the 5th frame, I can say that my philosophy as a beekeeper is the less I intrude, the better. Kind of libertarian that way, huh? Perhaps libertarianism is better applied towards beekeeping. Now look at that. Look at that comb on the bottom that's just dripping, dripping, dripping. Do you see it? So that's not you don't see any kind of a...
No, it just looks like honey stores.
Do you want to just grab it? It almost looks like it's dangling off. Or do you want me to? You might get stung. There you go. Okay, we took something.
Oops.
Oh,
I got scared.
Don't put it in the dirt.
Well, they're down there happy.
Oh, man.
I'm sorry, I just dropped it. The wax broke from between my fingers, and then I jumped back.
Well, you did a brave thing there. Let's take a look at this little comb. There's just excess wax, and there's a couple bees there. We'll go put it on their front porch.
That's good honey. I just licked my fingers.
Here's some here. Nectar or honey. Look like nectar. That's the 6th one, so now we're on the 7th. Did I just do the 7th?
I think you just did the 7th, yeah.
So let's do the 8th. So anyways, if I skip a frame, at this stage I don't care much because they all look so great. I don't think that one frame I skipped has much of a chance of being like infested by some kind of foul brood. Call me careless. I just call myself a beginner. See what I'm saying? There's a lot of just good comb here.
They're capping that honey.
Yep. That's what they're doing with all these above-story frames. Hey, look at that big one. Those are maybe just a drone there.
That could be a queen.
In the lower right.
That's pretty, yeah.
So this big one that she's tracking on the camera,
That's pretty big.
making her way upwards, it's either a queen or it's a drone, I guess. But we're watching her to see if she's going to insert her abdomen into one of these little hives and lay an egg, say, and then you know it's the queen.
I just got distracted and saw this big one over here too. How big that one is.
Those might be drones. See, we're such beginners, we don't really know. Watch out, bees. It's coming down. Okay, how many minutes are we on? Part 2.
5:36.
Okay, we should have enough time for these last 2 frames. Looks good. More comb.
You know what, hon? I definitely think we need another box because it seems like it's close to 70% full, if not more. I don't know how to gauge that.
One of the questions we're going to be asking beekeepers is,
honey or not,
from the looks of this, on the 44th day, are we now going to have to get a 3rd box? There's a lot more questions to ask, of course. If they're going to make a new queen, what do we do
saw
with
them.
her?
We saw like about 5 or 6 dangling together, like they were going to swarm on the edge by the door.
Look,
the other day.
They obviously go outward. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the original frame back in the original place.
You could turn that one around too.
See, look. No, I'm just going to let them go at their own little pace. I mean, they're obviously working their way out, so they'll make it to the exterior edge, and for all I know, they want to save that exterior edge for something specific for them to do, and if I flip it around on them, they might be all, "What are you doing? We were going to use that for the play rec area. And now you put it over the nursery. You're totally screwing it up, man." So I'm going to put it, the original frame, I'm going to put it back where it was, so here we go. Give them some breathing room. It looks like my faith that they are genetically predisposed to be gentle has paid off. I'll be honest, folks, I was scared that because I left for New York for 12 days and there was capped brood, that the new generation of bees wouldn't know me and I'd be a stranger to them. Well, due to the kind comments of one of the YouTube viewers, I decided that, hey, if my bees are gentle, as he says, which I can tell that they are, at least the first generation, then perhaps they're all going to be that way. And it indeed looks to be the case, because these bees are letting me do what I want.
Look at how they're lining up.
Now, I'm going to take the last frame, which has some angry bees from the front porch clustered over the top of it. And this is going to be interesting.
Are they going to... I don't think it's going to fit, and you don't want it to fall in hard like it did before.
I know, but they can't all be right up against each other. They need to be with a little bit of space to breathe. But okay, here we go. This is where the bees that are in the shade on this thing are going to be like, "What are you doing, man?" Okay, the tiny amount of comb will go on the inside, pointing in ways. Okay, guys. All right, here's what we're gonna do. Shit.
Hold on to that, and I'll move these.
There it goes. All right, well, how many minutes are we in?
9:25.